Hello lovely friends, good evening, happy Sunday. It is Nikki. You are here in the sewing room with Nick for another Sunday chat. It's so lovely to have you here with me today. If you're new here, hello. If you've been here before, then thanks for coming back. I have got a few things that I can show you today that I have been working on during the week. A couple of things that I have purchased because I do that a bit. And yeah, let's get stuck straight into it, hey? So last week I showed you some fabric that I had bought to finish off my Halloween Bewitched cross stitch into a project bag, and I have done that today. Look, there it is. It turned out really good. I just did a bit of free motion on the back. And it's just got quilt wadding on the inside of it and our little zip and just the same fabric on the inside. And I have, because now I have a Halloween bag, of course, had to start a new project. So I'll quickly show you the new project. There's not much of it. Now this is a free cross stitch. Fat Quarter Shop is doing it. It's called Bats and Booze, and they've been releasing it like a little bit each week. Of course, I've jumped in right at the end, as I tend to do. So all of the sections are available now. So I have started, and I have a bat, just one bat. That's it. So this is 14 count Aida that I've started this on. But yeah, Fat Quarter Shop is where you need to go for this, and it is free. So get on to that one. How cute is that? I really like it. So only the one little batty done, but cute, 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 cute. So he lives in my brand spanking new Halloween bag. So really happy with how that one turned out. I loved that cross stitch. That was really fun to do. Okay, so that's the first thing that I have to show you. Then I made another bag. Let's take this stuff out so you can see the bag. So it's still got some threads in it, but that can stay in there. So this was just a blue floral that I had, which was really sweet, in the stash, and we've got a pink zipper, and I have bound it like I would bind a quilt. I have quilted the back with a free motion pattern. I wonder if you can see. Probably not. It's a bit tricky to see in this light, but just a all over stipple. And yeah, so that's really cute. Vinyl front, because I love the way you can just quickly see what project you've got in there. So yeah, that's another one that I made. And then in this one I put a new start. There is a amazing new pattern designer that I have discovered who I adore. Now, I am a big reader, like a huge reader. I read a lot of books. I read probably, well, now I read and I listen to books. Yeah, I also love the audio books for when I'm commuting, and I read a couple of novels a week. Really, I'm a big reader. So when I found this pattern, I was pretty excited, and there's actually, I have now bought a few from her, but this was a sew along that of course I've missed out on as well, as I always come to the party late. And it was I can probably actually show you this front cover. So this is part one, and it's a Little Women sew along. It's all available now, all of the parts, but I have just got part one. I'm going to do it as they have done it. This is my start so far. I haven't done a huge amount, but that's my little start so far. And I'm really happy with how that's turning out. This is a really nice linen to stitch on. It's just a Zweigart, I think. Yeah, Zweigart Belfast, I think. from memory. It's got the orange stripe, which is pretty much a giveaway, isn't it? I don't know. I need to get better at writing this down. If I'm going to actually be doing lots of cross stitch and showing you, you're probably going to want to know this information, aren't you? What is it? 32. It's a 32 count. I don't think they do a 36. I think 32 is all they do. But it's really nice to stitch on. I really like it. And I like how it's got a bit of a mottled effect, but not too much. So I would totally buy this linen again and again and again and again. I'm happy with that. That was a nice little start. And all of those threads that I have here, I actually already had most of these colors. I think it was just the hot pinks that I had to buy. I'm pretty certain. So it was nice to be able to start that straight away. Now, I know that a lot of cross stitchers do floss cards when they're stitching. I am not doing floss cards for any reason other than the fact that I don't have any. I tend to pull my thread from like the number side in sections, and then when I'm sort of finished using it, I just loop it around, and so it's very sophisticated. I will find a better system. Like, I do have boxes of ones that I put on bobbins as well. And I probably will put these on bobbins when I'm finished the project. But at the moment, that's just how they're sitting. And I will find my feet with how to store my threads. That was actually one of the prompts for the Common Threaded Stitcher hashtags. I haven't put any more photos up for that because a lot of the photos a lot of the prompts kind of, I don't have an answer for, because I'm such a brand spanking new stitcher that I don't have ways that I store my threads, or oh, go away, cars. Got the window open because it's a bit hot. Okay, so yeah, I don't have a lot of the things that they have put on as prompts because I just haven't been stitching for long enough. So next year, hopefully I'll be able to. But yeah, that's sitting into this bag, the new bag that I've made. So that's another thing that I made this week. And then other than that, I only stitched on one other thing, but I did quite a bit. And that is my... Let's get the chart out first so you can see the picture. That is my ice cream parlor. So these are all very common Australian ice creams that we all love. And I have gotten this far with it. So quite a bit. I only have 2 more ice creams to go, and then I need to put the name of this one, which is the Golden Gee Time, up here. I've got the drumstick and the rainbow paddle pop to go. So I'm really happy with how that one's turning out, and that's going to look great with, up here I've got the biscuit tin with all of the Aussie biscuits, and then this little ice cream parlor. So that is all I have stitched on this week. Not a great deal to show you. This week was kind of a little bit, I don't know, it vanished. Something happened with this week because it just vanished the whole week. It feels like Sunday evening last week, from then it's been just a blink. It's, wow, crazy. My husband had his birthday on Tuesday. That was really good. We, obviously, it was just a work day, so we were all at work. I did get him a little single birthday cake to put in his lunchbox in the morning. So that was a bit of a surprise for him at lunchtime. And then that evening, we just ordered a takeaway, which, what did we have? We had some Thai food and we had cheesecake for birthday cake. And yeah, it was just our family. We didn't have anyone over or anything. It was just very quiet. And then this weekend, I got to see my mama briefly. very, very briefly, in fact. But then otherwise, it's just been, I had a meeting today and work on Saturday, and the whole week has just disappeared. It's just disappeared. Crazy. I did manage to, though, even though it was busy, do some shopping. Actually, the shopping that I did, no, I didn't. Did I even shop this week? I don't think I did. But the shopping that I have here arrived this week. Oh, do you know what? I've got one more thing that I made. Hang on, before we do anything else, let me get that. So it's only really little. I've gotten it now. It's only really little. Okay. Oh, hang on. Just one more thing. Oh my gosh, so sorry. I should be more organized. Okay. So next to my sewing machine, I have got a jar, this jar, in fact, where as I'm sewing, any little bits that I have, any offcuts, I just put into this jar. And when I'm sitting at the machine, don't really have anything that I am particularly doing, but I feel like sewing, I make mug rugs out of these, or just make patches, like I'll just sew bits together. And I have quite a few mug rugs. In fact, I will show you a few of them that I've got here, the ones that aren't in use around the house anyway. But this is the one that I put together this week, and it's literally just pull a few pieces out of the jar, sew them together. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And yeah, this one I didn't put a binding on. I actually just turned the back over and stitched it down, so it was like a self-binding. So easy. Great way to use up your scrap fabric and your scrap batting. So I made that one, and yeah, I really recommend doing this. And I thought I might quickly show you some of the other ones that I've got here. There's more around the house because they get used, they really do. But look, that's another one that I've made. This one is the Cheshire Cat. Can you see him quilted into that one? Just all pink scraps, some rainbows. There's actually another rainbow one somewhere. Yeah, it's like, and they're tiny scraps, but they all come together. This one's got some Liberty. Here's the other rainbow one. Another one here. And they are just so handy because you can have your cup of coffee on it. It's like a big coaster, but you also can have like a couple little biscuits or something on it and not have to worry about plates because you got it on your little mug rug. It's just room for your coffee and your treat. And I use them all over the place, next to my chair, when I have people over. Just, they're so handy. And they just use up all the little bits and pieces, so you're not ever throwing anything out. The other thing I am big on making is lots of little pincushions with the same sort of idea, just taking my scraps and making it into something. So like these ones here, I've actually got a pincushion over here that's actually pinned to my design wall. So I've got sort of pins here in the corners, and I pin it to my design wall. That's made out of the same fabric. But they just, never throw anything out. Everything can be used. So that was one last thing that I made. Otherwise, the things that I got delivered this week, I thought I'd share with you as well. Now, this shirt that I'm wearing is one of them. This shirt, Hello Friend, is actually designed by a past student of mine who has graduated, and she has her own business where she puts her artwork on t-shirts. I'm going to link her Instagram down below. She is incredible. Just the heart of gold, beautiful soul. Her name is Ruby, and she has a store, Ruby's Art on Stuff. And this is one of hers. Hello Friend. She's got some really groovy things. So definitely go check her out. Help support her little business. She's just an incredible human being. And yeah, so have a look at her. I love this shirt, Rubes, if you're watching. I love it. It is so good. It's my new favorite t-shirt, Ruby. Okay, other than that, what else did I get? Oh, okay, this one here. I'm excited about this one. I'm going to need to make myself a project bag to match this one. But I got a new needle minder. I wonder if you can see that. It's a little Christmas caravan needle minder. Christmas is coming, it says. Oh, it's very hard for you to see it, isn't it? Anyway, it's very cute. So this is from a shop that I have newly discovered, and it's Lisa Loves Stitching. She is a fellow Brisbane YouTuber, in fact. And how did I find her? I don't even remember how I found her. I think it was actually through the Common Threaded Stitcher. Common Threaded Stitcher hashtag. And yeah, so she is so talented. She has got her own YouTube channel. She has got an Etsy shop where she sells these and lots of other little goodies. So I'm going to link her down below as well. I love this, Lisa, so much. I am the biggest Christmas fan. I am ridiculous. Well, what are we up to now? The end of August. So September's practically Christmas. So I'll start my Christmas movie watching, I'd say probably by next weekend. Carols are usually playing full swing by sort of mid-September. And yeah, I'm hopeless. Like, Christmas in my house lasts at least 3 months, at least, if not longer. So I'm super excited, and I'm going to need to make myself a Christmas project bag and get some more Christmas stitching happening, which, yeah, so I'm up for that. Love it. So that was one thing I got. Now, what else can I show you? Let me show you this one. Okay, you know how excited I was about this cross stitch pattern and how I cannot wait to start it. Well, I have now gotten it ready. I've got my, oh, a bit crinkly, sorry, my fabric, and I've managed to track down all of the called for threads except for one, which I have just put a DMC in instead. So I've got these gorgeous colors. Look at them. These are just so nice. And then the one that I've just swapped it for a DMC as well will fit in nicely there. So that's ready to start. And I'm so excited about starting that one. Yeah, it hasn't taken me long to lose my monogamous stitcher title, has it? Because what have we got? 3 projects there. This one, but wait, there'll be more. So this one's ready to go. I'll need to make a project bag for this one, of course. So the fabric that I bought for that was the call for as well. It's a 28 count in an antique ivory. So brand wise, I don't know if it's the same, but it's close, I think. And I'm really excited. The colors are gorgeous. So I have never actually stitched with Classic Colorworks. And now that I've seen it in the flesh, it is beautiful. Like the very, let me pull one out. Have a look at the colors of it. See how it's just this beautiful, it's almost like they're an antique look before you even get started. And I just love it. So I can't wait to stitch them and see how they look all stitched up. Because, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with DMC, and I sew a lot with DMC. Well, it's all stitch. It's all I stitch with is DMC. But I'm excited to try try those. 2 more things to show you. And then that will be it. This one I'm really excited about, and I'm hoping that when I finish this one, it's going to fit where I want it to fit in my dining room. I already have a place in the house that I think that this would look good, and that is the butterfly cloche, and I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. So nice. So this calls for DMC, but because I love how the Classic Colourworks looks, I've actually ordered some threads that are DMC equivalent, and the DMC that it calls for here is the black, but I'm just wondering if solid black is going to be too black. So I've actually ordered a Classic Colourworks for that as well, to see whether or not a little bit of a softer black might be better. We'll see. We'll see, but how cute is that? Really, really cute. So I'm going to stitch this one on 40 count. I don't think it calls for 40 count. I think it, let's have a look. It calls for, oh no, 40 bramble linen from Picture This Plus. Okay, so it does call for 40 count. So that's cool. Yeah. Oh, gee, it's so beautiful. I cannot wait to get this one stitched at all. Like, have a look. So nice. And these paperweight things are gorgeous too, but I don't know where you'd get the paperweight thing from. But it's the big one. It's the big one that I want. I want it in my dining room. I think it would look so good in there. I've got a lot of timber furniture in there. If you've seen maybe some of my, I think in some of my Christmas Vlogmas videos, I did take you into the dining room. And I've got a really gorgeous big timber table, and I just think that this would just look so nice in that room. So, got that. And the last thing, the very, very last thing I've got to show you is a treasure. It's a treasure. And I was surprised I was able to find it. I'm kind of feel like I'm working out places in Australia to find the goodies. I have got so many tabs open in my phone of just different stitching shops. And there are a couple in Brisbane, but not really near me. But next time I'm on holidays, I think I might go and physically check some of them out. So if any of you are Brisbane stitchers and know some favourite places that I need to visit on the next school holidays, let me know. Or if you want to like totally go shopping together one day and I can meet some people in person, that would be awesome too. Okay, let's show you what I got. You've probably all got it because it's so beautiful. This is Sewing Club by Blackbird Designs, and it has got really sweet, look at this, look, really sweet projects. 16 projects all up in this book. There's another one on the back there. The thing is with Blackbird Designs is they are all just so gorgeous and antique looking, which I love. Like this room here that we're in now, everything I have in here is bright. It is such a bright, sunny, beautiful place. It's just screams colour in this room. And I think it should in a sewing room. Sewing rooms should just be vibrant, I think. And that's what this room is. But the rest of my house isn't. The rest of my house is just very kind of neutrals with plants is kind of how I go. Lots of neutrals with plants. Everything as antique-y as I can afford it to be. And I think that to decorate out there with things that I'm making this is how I'll do it with these beautiful faux antique stitcheries. Like, they're just so nice. I can't even. Look at this. The colours in that are gorgeous too, aren't they? Look at the little brickwork in the house. So nice. So I'm really excited. I do have another Blackbird design that I bought. So I do have another Blackbird design chart, but it's just the one thing in it, and that was, I think I've already shown you this. This is Morning Star, and it's just a small, what does it work out to be? So on 40 count, it will end up being about 3 by 4 inches. So only little. And I just need to get some fabric for that, but I do have the flosses ready, one of which is another classic Colourworks. Look at the colours. So pretty. So nice. So yeah, I do want to do that one as well. And that will be a small, easy one to start with. This is the one with the gorgeous strawberry. So yeah, there's some projects. There's some projects to do. If only there was more time to do it in. So I have to say that making the project bags and doing a little bit of free motion quilting, and then even just doing this one here, the little mug rug, I feel like I have been really neglecting my quilting. So this week I would like to do a little bit more sewing as well. Still doing plenty of stitching because I am so addicted to stitching. It's insane. But yeah, I really want to get in and do a little bit of quilting as well. I have got a retreat coming up sort of in a few weeks' time, which I'm so excited about because there's just so much going on that I'm really just looking forward to that little piece of rest. I'm ready for that little bit of rest. And I need to get some projects together for that. I think for that one, I really want to do my Jane Austen quilt. So I'd like to get it cut out before I go so that when I get there, I can just sew. So I need to get in, have a read and start doing some cutting of that one. But in the meantime, I really just want a quick quilting project. I think I can knock over a quilt top at least, hopefully this week or within the next 2 weeks max. What, I don't know yet, but I'm going to give it a fair crack because I've got the urge to do some quilting. So yeah, we'll have to get onto that. And I've also neglected my crochet and knitting a little bit. I think because it's already starting to warm up, the old fingertips get a little bit hot dealing with yarn. I'll actually find it easier to do that in summer, I think now, when I can have the air conditioning on. As strange as that sounds, you would think in winter would be perfect time, but it's not cold enough to be doing it. Which, yeah, so I'll wait till summer when I can have the air conditioning blaring full ball, and then I'll maybe do a little bit more of my knitting and crochet. So strange to love winter crafts in Queensland, isn't it? So strange. When I retire one day, like in a million years' time, when I'm never going to be able to afford to retire because I keep buying things for craft, and it just means that I'm going to be doing this forever. Yeah, when I retire, it'll be somewhere where I can have a longer winter. I still love it. I still like the idea of season changes and all the rest of it, but I just want a little bit longer of winter, just a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to, I think, wrap this up now. I am going to do some planning of future projects because soon after I go to retreat will be my birthday. And so I'm probably going to want to have some fresh birthday starts so that, because I'm not even going to be working on my birthday. I'm going to be, well, actually, I'm getting my hair done on my birthday. So a few weeks time and we'll get rid of this. Yeah, so I'm going to have to think about what I want to start on my birthday so I can have like a little bit of a birthday treat, starting something new. Maybe I'll do something Christmassy. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to go and I will see you all next week. Bye, friends.